This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, good morning once again. We have discussed yesterday few generic concepts, how the entire flow of the product development goes, and also what are the roles in an IT project, and who will give the requirements and who will document it, and how that the requirement, how the deployments happens. All those things we discussed. Any questions from previous class? Okay, so I said here application or product or software, right? What are the different types of software, types of applications we have? So what are the different types of applications we have? It's a simple concept which you will be knowing, but you might not be aware of the names. Anyone, any idea what are the different types of applications we have? So
Desktop
some of the,
application, web-based,
yeah, okay, desktop application,
Mobile
web-based
application,
application.
then
web-based
Mobile
application.
application.
There are two types of
okay,
application.
okay.
Two types of application. One is presentation oriented, as well as one more is of type service oriented.
Mm, okay. What do you mean by service oriented, presentation oriented?
Like banking projects or banking website or softwares
No.
and all, so that we can um, um, interact with the site as well as get to know the business as well as like that, sir.
Mhm. Okay. But yeah,
There,
that's a domain actually. Banking, healthcare, or e-commerce, all those things are domains, not to do anything
no,
with the
sir,
types of
because
application.
some functionalities are there, like banking functionalities, like making a payment and like such functionalities will come under service-oriented
But fine,
websites.
but that is again a part of these types of application. It's a functionality which will be adding to this types of functionalities, types of applications. It's not a type of application, it's a feature which you are providing. Okay,
Okay,
so
sir.
as someone said, desktop application means what? The application which you install in the computer.
अरे तुम्हारा फोन लग गया
All of you please mute your mics.
थोड़ा तुम्हारा फोन लगेगा
Fayaz, so the applications which you download and install in your computer, it can be your laptop or your desktop machine, you download and install. Such softwares are called as, such software is called as standalone applications, which are also called as desktop applications. Okay, standalone applications are desktop applications. What are those things? The applications which are installed in the computer are considered and used, which need to be installed in the computer and then use are called as desktop applications, standalone applications. You might have heard about Windows applications or iOS applications. What does it mean? it's a standalone application only. It's also called as desktop application only, but it is not going to support other than Windows environment. Other than Windows operating system, you cannot use that application anywhere. Okay, understand? That's why those are called specifically Windows based
ये क्लास
applications
का
or
आवाज नहीं सुनाई दे
iOS
रहा है.
based applications.
वॉइस
Fires,
वॉइस इश्यूज आ रहा है.
so the application which need to be installed in the computer to use are called as standalone applications. Example, so these applications, now best example, can anyone tell what is that example for these standalone applications? Anyone?
MS Office.
Calculator, okay. MS Office, which we are seeing, this is the best example. It is MS Office, Notepad, calculator, etc. Okay, so to use these applications, do you need internet connection? No, right? So the standalone applications, these applications may or may not require. Why I'm telling may not, may or may not, but some applications, if at all you are using some banking software, which is a desktop application only, you need to install in the computer. But to use that banking software without internet connection, what can you do? Nothing. Okay, so internet connection is required for such applications. So some of the applications like MS Office or Notepad are calculated to use these sort of applications. You need not to have any internet connection. So that's why I'm writing may or may not require internet connection. Okay, so this is one type of application which you will be seeing, which you might have already downloaded and installed and used in your computer. What is another type? Someone said web applications, and especially people said web-based applications. Okay, so someone was telling service-based service applications or something, right? So what are those services? Do you think services means the application which provides the services to customers, like you can do the payment, you can do the transactions, or uh, you can take your pictures, or this kind of services you mean? No. So services are, there is in this web application only two categories are there: web-based applications and web service-based applications. So whatever service-based application means, it's not categorized based on the services it is providing. It is, there is a reason why we are calling it is a web service or web-based applications. What are the web-based applications? The applications which you access with the help of what?
Browser.
Websites.
Browsers. You need to have a browser. Okay, so what are the browsers we have? So the applications
Chrome and
which,
Firefox.
yeah, which need to be, which can be accessed, which need to be accessed by their URL, with the URL, by using via any browser, are called as web-based applications. So these web-based applications must have internet connection. So internet connection is web name itself is telling it's not only web based applications, web service based also. These web applications name itself is telling web, internet connection is must. Okay, internet connection is must to access these applications. Okay, so what are those browsers I can use? Types of browsers, someone said Google Chrome.
Internet Explorer.
IE is decommissioned already, so it's not in use. Okay, it's decommissioned by Microsoft from their operating systems, but still I can list out
Firefox.
in the Internet Explorer. In this place, what came in the
Microsoft
after
Edge.
Edge is the browser which is the popular browser with a lot of features. It has been introduced by Microsoft. And Firefox, Safari for iOS machines, Opera, etc. Like that, there will be in different countries, maybe there might be some other browsers as well. But if at all you are targeting your web applications to be accessed by different people from different countries, then you need to analyze what are the popular browsers in those countries. Your application should support all those browsers. Okay, you cannot say if at all you are targeting crores of people, Facebook only you take. If you tell I will support only Chrome browser, if they mention, how many people will use the Facebook? So they will lose immediately. 25% of users will be, Facebook will lose. Why? Because they might not be using Chrome browser, they will be using some other browsers. Okay, so iOS system people mostly using their Safari browser. Okay, so what about if you are not supporting, then iOS systems will not support Facebook then. Okay, or they need to, you are forcing them to install Chrome browser. It may, some people may do, some people may not do that. Okay, so if at all the application which you are targeting to use, you targeting a lot of people from different regions, then you need to support all the browsers. Okay, even standalone applications also, you should support all the environments. Some of the applications, some of the desktop applications may not support all the operating systems. Okay, what are those things? Example, Windows based applications. Those are those things will work only in the Windows operating systems. So like that, here also some of the applications may support only Chrome or some specific browser. You know, right, earlier all our Indian government websites were working only in Internet Explorer. Now they are also realizing that it's not, we should not restrict like that. Let the users use it from any browser. They are supporting now all the browsers. Okay, so like that, it's, if you want to target a lot of people, then you need to support all the browsers. You should not put any restrictions. So what you will do in that case, when you are testing these web applications, you will be checking that application in different browsers. So you want, that means you will be testing all the features in all the browsers? No, you will test it in one of the popular browsers first, and then you will quickly do a random testing on the other browsers, whether you are able to access or not, it's working in the same way or not. By testing 2-3 functionalities, you will confirm. Okay, but here web applications, with the help of URL, I am telling what is this URL. You have
Inform resource locator.
unified resource locator.
Uniform
Okay,
resource locator.
it's unified. Okay, unified resource locator. 1 second, I'm not able to find the application. So if I want to access some application in the Google from the internet, I need to type so www dot so hdfcbank.com. Okay, what is this one? As soon as I type, this is the URL. It is going to add some protocols and all. It will be uh, that we don't need to know all these things. But web application, this to access this is the URL. Okay, with the help of URL, as soon as you type this URL, it is going to, what is this URL is nothing but address of the application in the server where this application is hosted. It is, you are targeting the server to reach that server location where exactly it is pointing. This URL is going to help you in that. Okay, so this is URL is nothing but address of the application where it is, from where you are accessing it. Okay, so URL, with the help of URL you are going to access this resource locator. Okay, so this locator, as soon as I type the application, I'm able to see this content, right? I'm able to see the web page. This is called web page, and there will be so many options. These are all menu options, and this is the logo of the company. So like this, there are so many controls. Okay, I hope you might have, if you are computer students, you might have studied web controls, HTML controls. Okay, but if you have not studied also, that's the exercise for you people for the next class. Please search in Google, or if you know yourself, you can explore and send me all the controls, various controls. It is a search box, text box will be there, some buttons will be there, some drop down list will be there, radio buttons, check boxes, like that. There will be some controls, right? So you explore and send me what are the different controls you find. Okay, so this is a drop down. Like this, there will be different controls, right? So what are those controls? You use it, you might have seen in the web applications. Check and send me. Not only in the web application, even in the desktop applications also you'll be seeing these kind of controls. Okay, so that's one thing you need to do, because if you don't know about controls when you are writing test cases as a tester, you will not be able to, you need to name. Fayaz, please mute your mic. So you need to mention those things, enter username and password in the respective text fields, like that you need to mention, right? If you don't know what type of control it is, you cannot name it. So that's why you need to know the different types of controls. Okay, yes Akshay, please explore and document it in a Word document and then send. What is the purpose of it? You document it and send it to my mail ID. Tomorrow we will discuss. I will. So this web application, you are able to see the UI. If you need to test this application, you will be, if you want to log in, then you need to click on this login option, login button. Then it will load another pop-up it is showing. So it is, you need to choose this login option and which type of login you want to do. It is net banking login I want to do, then I will choose that respective radio button and then click on this button, and I will wait until the login page gets loaded. Understand? So this is what when you are testing the application, these are the actions you will be performing in your test validation. Okay, so in this process you are able to see the UI means user interface. So there it is, these applications are, sorry, my mouse went. These applications will have user interface to see and test the application, test the features. Okay, user interface is a very, why I am explicitly mentioning this one. Even desktop applications also will have user interface. The next one which I am going to explain, the applications which you will install in the mobile and access, that also will have a user interface. Why for the specifically for this web-based applications I am talking about user interface? Why? Because there is another category of web application, that is web service based applications. These applications are not going to have user interface. Okay, so these are also web applications only, but does not contain, but don't have any user interface. So you cannot access like this application. How you are accessing, you cannot type URL and then see something and then test it. No, that's not possible with this web services. Then how can I access? So these are the services. These services will be running behind the other type of application, other types of applications, to provide the services. Services means what? That we will take some example in some time. So how can I access these applications? These applications can be accessed with their, there will be, so this is also code only, like how web-based applications are having set of code files. This is also code only. It will be hosted in one of the server, but only thing difference between this and this is you don't have any user interface, but this also can be accessed with the help of some address. What is that address? Is called as with their URI. What is that? Is unified resource identifier. Okay, resource identifier. By using this link, you will be accessing the web services. With this URI, you will be targeting the web services. But what is the purpose? How if you use this URI also, if I type this URI in the browser, no use. Okay, so let me open this one of the web service, how it will be URI. So this is the URI for the one of the web service. I am taking this one and then I am providing in the browser and accessing it. What is it telling? Nothing. Like it is showing some HTML code. There is nothing to see. Okay, no access. You cannot click on something or you cannot access something. This is not a web-based application to do some actions in the web page. There won't be any web pages for the web services. Okay, so what is happening? It is showing some HTML code. Okay, understand? So this is something HTML code. It is showing what are all the different uh, how, which format you need to send this request. Okay, how you can test this one, how you can access, then I cannot see it, how can I test it? So this is one of the tool. It's a postman, which is called as postman tool, where you will be using such tools. Like there are some different tools as well. So these applications, these type of application can be tested with the help of some special tools like Postman or Soap UI or Fiddler, or there is Microsoft also is having its own. Like that, there are many other software which will help us in testing the web services. How you will test? So if you see this Postman, I have given that URI and then I am sending the request and they will get the response, and there is a HTTP method. This and all we will discuss in a separate class, how to test the web services manually. I'm not going to teach automation wise, but anyhow your automation trainer will teach this also, how to automate the web service. But here I am going to teach manually how, as a manual tester, you will test the web service using Postman tool or any other tool. How will you test? What is your main procedure to test it? So that we will discuss in separate class. So for now you understand there will be some special tools we will use to test this kind of web services. Okay. So you will be sending requests and responses. So use to send that, you will send some request. This is the request and it will process this request. Server will receive this request, this whatever input you have given. This request will be processed, and if it is correct, it will give success message. If it is not correct, it is going to tell this email ID is already there. It is a web service to register the new tourist. Okay, web service to register new tourist. I am sending tourist name, tourist email ID, tourist location, and then it is telling, it's validated this request and it is telling this email ID is already there. Okay, try it with different email ID. That's what it is telling. So this kind of validations you need to do in the web service, which we will see in a separate class later on. These applications, these will work. Otherwise I can say follows request and response model. Okay, there will be different response codes and request models. All those things we will request can be sent either in XML or JSON, or different things are there. We will discuss in a separate class when we talk about web service testing. Any question in this web-based applications? Everything clear?
Yes,
So
sir.
one point you need to remember, web services, there won't be any user interface. These things will be running behind the web, other types of applications to provide some services. So I can say some example is, you are using WhatsApp, right? You are sharing your current location. Okay, how are you? Is it a feature from WhatsApp? It's a feature from WhatsApp, but location is being sent by WhatsApp. Is location is using means WhatsApp is having this maps and all developed already? No,
No.
that's actually developed by whom? That maps
Google Maps.
services,
Google,
Google.
Google
It's
company.
has been developed
It's
by
a
Google.
product of Google.
So yeah, Google is providing such services which they can consume in the other applications. So now some free services also will be provided by Google. Some of these kind of commercial social networking websites, very popular websites, are using any other companies related products. Definitely they need to buy the license and pay money for the respective company. Now WhatsApp also is going to pay some money to Google for consuming their services. So don't think service means here you are able to see that map and then you are sending your location. That is not the service. Which you are seeing is not the service. Which you cannot see is the service. Means as soon as you click on send my current location, you are not seeing any map, right? So something is running behind which is capturing your current geo coordinates where you are standing. Based on that, it's your location will be shared with the other recipient. Okay, so some services are running behind the services which are either the same application could have developed or some other company's service you might be using in your application to, so like that paid services can be used, or your application, your project, you only might be developing some new services. So then you need to test. This is something, a new service which you are seeing. This could have been developed by this same application. It cannot be hosted to anyone. Okay, so like that in your project also, when you are developing either web application or desktop application, sometimes you may need to develop some web services which to run behind, because everything cannot be via application only, right? So something should run behind. So for that reason, they will, some activities must be performed in the backend. So the tasks will be performed by web services in some cases. So in your project also, they may develop some web services. You may need to test those web services by using any of these tools, by sending some request, and what is the response service is returning, you need to validate. Okay, I hope it is clear with this example. Okay, fine. So the mobile applications, the applications which are installed and used from where? From mobile devices are called mobile applications, mobile apps. Okay, you call app, right? So there are many apps. So same thing here. So mobile apps also may or may not require internet connection. Okay, so may or may not require internet connection. What are the examples why I am telling may or may not? Now phone pay, Google Pay, these applications are there. You need internet to do the transactions or to check your balance. You need internet, but if you don't have internet also, you can access it, right? You may not be able to do the transactions, but you can see what transactions you have done earlier. You can see what are the coupons you have received. All those things you can see, right? You don't need internet connection for it. Okay, so some of the applications, gaming software, Candy Crush or Fam Hero Saga or any other game applications, not all the games, whatever you people might be playing, that what Free Fire or something, that may require internet, but normally most of the gaming software may not require internet connection. To play Candy Crush, do you need internet? No, right? So like that, some applications may require internet connection, some application may not require internet connection. Okay, it can be Google Pay, WhatsApp, or it can be Facebook app, or it can be Gmail app. You will be, now all the companies whichever holding web applications, they are also building their own mobile applications. Why? To reach crores of people, because most of the people stopped using web applications nowadays. They are all, everything they are accessing from mobile only. That's why those companies are also building mobile application. Facebook is having web application as well, and also mobile application. Okay, okay, so these are the, so some applications, again, some applications may not support all the mobile operating systems. What are the mobile operating systems we have?
iOS,
iOS,
Android,
Windows, Android, like that. Okay, so may not, some of the
Snapdragon.
mobile apps maybe they might be targeting only Android OS. So then you cannot install that kind of apps in your iPhone. Some of the apps will be targeted only for the iPhone, iOS operating systems. Then it cannot be installed in Android or any Windows environment. Okay, like that, there is some applications may support only specific mobile operating system. Those can be used only in the dedicated mobiles. Okay, so like this, mobile applications also, in when you join any project, you will get chance to test any of these applications. Sometimes you may get 2-3 types of applications. Maybe they will be developing web application plus mobile application. Then you will get chance to test both mobile application and web application. But manually, if you are testing, you can test in the by similar way. But when you go for automation, you cannot automate, you cannot use same software for automating web application and mobile applications. Okay, mobile application automation is something different. Okay, it will be done with a different automation tool. Web application automation will be done by different tools. It will be explained by your automation trainer later on. Any questions in these types of applications? Okay, fine. Moving on to the next concept, once you join any organization as a tester, you need to follow certain principles. Okay, and you should have certain qualities, characteristics as well. So there are two concepts which we need to know. One is characteristics of a good tester, and another thing is principles of testing. So characteristics of a good tester is not a textbook concept, but principles of testing is a fixed concept. There are 7 fixed principles. Whoever is learning software testing, these are fixed. So for every tester, they need to strictly follow these principles as part of their work. But characteristics, it's a cooked up story, like by taking some different inputs from different experts. They have mentioned these are the characteristics every good tester should have to get good recognition. What is that? Someone else. I cannot explain, Pravalika. Please go through the recording. Okay, it's if whoever comes late, if I need to explain again and again, it will be very difficult, Pravalika. Sorry for that. Recording will be shared by institute to you, to your mail IDs. Please go through.
Sir, but I don't see any recording yesterday.
It will be sent by institute. Please ask them. Okay. I don't have your email IDs, so to share. So it will be sent by them. Please reach out to them. They will share it. Okay. So as a good tester, once you join any organization as a tester, to get good recognition as a good tester, what are the characteristics you should maintain? Anyone? Any guesses? Forget about tester. As an employee, if you join any multinational organization, then what is
Detailing to the client's requirement.
no, you are talking about work. I'm talking about characteristics, what you need to.
Sir, the employee should have an dynamism.
Sorry, what is that?
The employee should have an dynamism.
Dynamism. Okay. Another thing.
Good team player.
Okay. Okay, those are generic, whichever, irrespective of what else. What one important thing you are not telling?
Time management.
Fine. That's also
Attention
not
to the
important.
details.
One, sorry,
Dedication.
Attention to the details.
results, huh? Okay,
Technical knowledge on the basis of on which job they are going to join, sir.
very good. That I will list out. Technical knowledge on what technology you are performing. Some technical knowledge must be there. Okay, what is the important generic thing you first? I expected that you will tell first.
Attentions to details.
Attention to the details, huh? See, whatever characteristics you said, all the behavioral
Quick learner.
things, time. See, that's Akshay has mentioned communication. Very good thing. That's a very important thing. Okay, communication skills. Okay, without this you cannot do anything. Okay, for any organization or any job you join, you need to speak to your team members, your managers, your clients. To speak to them, you need to write some mails to them. For this you need to have better communication skills, both written and verbal communication skills. Okay, these two are required. Without this you cannot communicate properly. How much ever a good employee you are and you are very much talented, no one else can do like you work and all, but still if you don't have communication skills, it's very difficult to get recognition. You may survive, but your credit will be stolen by someone else, because on your behalf someone else will speak, right? Because you cannot speak, so credit will go to other guy. So that's why any job, without even having talent to work also, if you know communication skills, you can manage the work. Understand? So communication skills plays key aspect. Since you all are college freshers, you need to focus on this area. uh, People are from different regions, but you know yourself whether you are able to speak English properly or not. So please focus on that. It's very much important aspect in any job. Okay, fine. So technical knowledge. Why technical knowledge is required for tester? What technical? He's not going to write any programs as a manual tester. Then what technical skills? So sometimes if you have minimum programming knowledge, you can guess what logic could have been written by developer. So minimum knowledge, I'm not talking about normal tester. If you want to become a very good tester, you want to get recognized as a very good tester, you should have some special skills, right? That's why if you have minimum programming knowledge, or forget about it, at least you need to access the database, means you need to know SQL knowledge. SQL is not a functional thing, right? It's something you need to write some queries. So at least that knowledge. So little bit technical knowledge is also going to help you in your career to get some good recognition. Okay, it will help you in your work also. Along with that, you people said a lot of things like time management and seriousness or result oriented, all those things. I'm not, this is not right word, but I can say simply attitude. What attitude you are showing to the work. Okay, so you can consider all these things like behavioral things, everything you can consider. I'm not writing all the things, listing not all the things. Time management or all these things I'm not writing here. You can list out whatever you said is correct only, but it comes under one category. Okay, what else? I have another thing like this attitude only, but I wanted to tell separately, that is patience. Especially for the tester, you need to have a lot of patience. Why do you need to have a lot of patience? Because you will be testing the same thing again and again and again and again until you, so for the first day or second day of first cycle, some requirements are developed, you tested and closed. Your project is 3 years project. In these 3 years, you might require to test this 10 features which you tested firstly. You may need to test again and again until you complete your full product development. Why? As soon as you develop new features, your focus will be going on new features. You will test it and make sure those new features are developed according to the requirement or not. You will confirm and close it. That's fine. But along with those things, as a tester, you also need to responsible to test existing features as well. Are those existing features still working as they were working earlier or not? You need to confirm. So that's why you will be testing repeatedly same things. Again, you will report a defect. That defect will be fixed by developer. You need to retest that defect. It's not working again. Again, you need to inform to the developer. Again, he will provide some other fix. Again, it is not working. So that kind of repeated activities you will be doing sometimes. So you should not get irritated. You should have a lot of patience. This is also something related to your personal attitude only, but I would like to mention separately because it's a key aspect for any tester. Another thing is again, it's a your behavioral thing on your personal characteristic only, but it is, I want to tell again, perseverance. Perseverance. It is nothing like not getting convinced, not convinced easily. Why do you need you should not get convinced easily? As a tester, you should not work without having any proof. For every tester, you should keep in mind, you need to have proofs for everything. Now you reported a defect. Developer is telling, no, it's not a defect. What will you do?
He
You
has
will
to
just
show him
We
listen the
should
that
developer.
we
he
should
has to show
explain
him
within
Yeah.
the proof.
that why it is a
Sorry,
defect. So we
you
have
will
to
explain.
explain
You
to
will try to
developer,
convince him.
yeah, because why it is, and we have to show him why it is a defect.
Yes, okay. Still, he's not listening. He's telling, no, your understanding is wrong. This is how it should work.
Sir, we should prove with the practically, and with the proof we should show to the developer what the bugs it has.
That's what,
We should
as Manish said, you shown the proof, and he's not convinced. He's telling, yes, nothing wrong in that. That is how it should work. Like that, he is telling.
we
What
have
will
to
you do?
explain with the help of proof, sir.
That's what proof you have shown that he's not taking. What is that you will do then? You will try to convince what twice, thrice. You cannot argue with him, and you should not get convinced yourself. He's telling it's not a bug. Okay, developer is telling it's not a defect, so let's simply remove it. No, you should not do that. He cannot force you to remove the defect. You cannot force him to fix the defect. You will try to convince, he will try to convince you. You will not get convinced because your understanding is very clear in your requirement. Whatever you read in the requirement, your understanding is, you are confident. Though it is wrong, you are confident. You are trying to convince developer, then he is not listening. What you will do, you will go to whom? To your manager or what? To
No,
whom you will
Team,
go?
team
so
lead,
we'll
sir.
go to project requirement or again, and we'll check it again.
Yeah, you checked everything is fine. That understanding wise, developers understanding is different and testers understanding is different. Now
So
the discussions happen, it is not getting convinced. To whom you will reach?
Team lead, sir.
Team
No,
leader or manager, project manager.
no, they are nothing to do with in this case.
business analyst.
Yes, especially business analyst, you need to tell because he's the guy who gave the requirement to us. Okay, Okay. Then we will explain. So this is what happened. When I was testing this feature, I felt this is not working as per the expectation. I reported this defect, but developer says it's the expected behavior. Could you please confirm which one is correct? Then he will tell, he will see the defect and he will see the functionality. I think developer is correct. It's not a defect. Your understanding is wrong. If he says, then what you will do? You will mention that comment in the defect as per the confirmation from the business analyst. This is not a valid defect. Hence, I am removing this defect. Like that, you will tag the developer and business analyst. With the proof, you will close it. You are agreeing it because business analyst himself is. You will try to tell to business analyst also by showing the requirement, but he says, yeah, I know, but your understanding is wrong, tester. So please remove the defect. If he requests, you will remove it by mentioning that. Or if a business analyst says, yes, tester's understanding is correct, developer please fix it, it's a defect. If he says, then developer has to fix it. Okay, he will try to argue with business analyst also, like no, it's not a defect. You mentioned like this only in the requirement, this and all. Then business analyst will try to explain that requirement expectation again, and he will convince developer to fix it. Okay, so that now proof is what. Why I asked you to mention that business analyst has confirmed that this is not a valid defect. That's why I'm removing. Later on, this once you release this feature to customer may raise the similar defect. Then business analyst will be asked why these defects came. Then immediately it will be all the defects will be sent to testing team. Whatever issues raised by business people will be sent to testing team. Why they are sending to testing team? Anyone? Any guesses? Instead of asking developer to fix the defects, whatever issues identified by customer in the
because
UAT
it
environment.
because
Yes,
it is
go on.
the because it is the responsibility of the tester to check the product properly, means test the product properly. If the bugs arises from the end user, then it will be
Okay.
reported. So again, the analyst, he will start a scolding to the tester, why it is again you have not tested properly, like that. To overcome this problem,
Yeah.
we have to show the proof. Sir, already we have raised the question, but you only have told it's correct only. So we have to tell
Yeah.
with the proof. Because of that
Yes.
reason, we have to maintain the proof.
Yes, you need to show that one. And not only that, if it is working also, you need to take some screenshots. How will you take screenshots? Print screen, or there is a here snipper will be there in every system. You can take screenshots and attach to the test case once you pass or fail. If you pass also, you need to attach the screenshot. Why? It was working earlier. See, this is then developer, when you report after one month, if you report a defect on working functionality earlier, then he will tell this was not working from beginning. You did not test and now you are raising defect. Like that they may tell. Then you should not accept it, right? So then you will open your old test case where you are executed and passed. Then you might have attached some screenshot, right? You will show, see this screenshot. It was working. This is the success message it was showing. Now it is not working. Something is broken. Some code has been broken. So don't tell simply it's not working from beginning. Like that you can show with proofs. Then developer will shut his mouth and he will fix the issue. Okay, so we should have with proofs. If you talk developers, so normally one thing I will general tendency I will tell in the projects, what happens, developers tries to dominate testers. Okay, so you have your own work and you need not to be work under developers. You are separate, you are having your own work, and developer is also similar to you, he's having his own work. So he cannot dominate you, you cannot dominate him. So if any developer tries to uh, command you like, no, it's not a defect, please remove it, I don't accept it, like that if they are talking, then talk to business analyst. So this is what happening with the developer. Could you please talk to him like this is not the way he should talk. Okay, so why business analyst? It's not at normally behavioral things you should talk to your project manager. but you should not go like complaint, right? If you tell to business analyst, if he says, could you please talk to manager if you are getting hurted with this behavior, if he says, then you can go and talk to manager, this is what happening. Okay, but it is extreme level it goes, then only you should talk to manager. Otherwise, for simple reasons, you should not get into arguments and uh, talk to managers. It will spoil this team relationship. Okay, so this will be happening. See, one important thing, in every project, fighting between developers and testers will be there. Okay, it is common thing everywhere. Okay, but fighting means it should be a healthy fighting. Okay, healthy discussion. It should not be taken personally. That's what you should remember every time when you are doing work. It's not your own homework, or it's not your brother's work. It's you both are working for company. You will try to improve the quality as a tester, but if developer is not listening, you will try to convince him and tell to business analyst. If both are accepting it, so you can just leave it. Okay, someone has written something. Initial days, developer used to do testing, they used to do error masking, so now testers are introduced and given tasks. Yeah, it's fine. He's trying to tell, olden days there was no separate testers. Yes, it was, but in the 100 projects, 95 projects were failing because there was no testers. Then there's the testing importance they found. That's why they are hiring specialized testers. It's happening from decades. No problem. No need to talk about that point. But testing is must for any project. Okay, I mentioned all these things. You should not get convinced easily. That's the one more quality. One important point is still here. What is that important point for any tester? Requirements point of view. I mentioned, I used that word many times yesterday. Your
Sir,
main,
means
yeah, go on,
tech
Ramesh.
means the user requirement he should know.
Everyone
The
will know,
test.
right? Because it is documented and then it is shared by business analysts to developers and testers. Developer also will know, right? What is the character, good quality, I'm telling you. Even developer also should have, but especially testers must have this one. What is that?
Focus and dedication for his work.
Can you finish this word I have written? A team player and all gone, Akshay. It's already
Analysis,
discussed.
analysis. He should be a good
Analytical,
analyzer.
yeah, good analytical skills should be there. If you analyze requirement and what is the impact of this requirement in the existing features, is it impacting any behavior of existing features? How many ways business may use it? How many ways I need to test it? What are the different cases I need to cover? That and all. If you do proper analysis only, you will get all those things. Okay, it's not like just reading the requirement, whatever is mentioned directly, that you will test. For that, I can hire one 10th class student and ask him to do the testing. He can also do, he knows English, he can read and he can test. Why you are here as a specialized tester? To do something more, that comes with your analytical skills. Okay, you need to do the impact analysis, you need to analyze different possibilities, all those things you need to check and test. Okay, so analytical skills is very much important. Okay, this is a topic, is a generic topic, and it's not simply we discussed. There will be one interview question also on this. Can anyone guess what is that question? No one will ask what are the characteristics of a good tester, can you please tell, like that no one will ask. What will be the question? Can anyone guess?
Principles of the what are the principles of the testing?
we will come to that topic later on. It's still not discussed. I'm asking how this question, characteristics related question, will be. Role of a tester? No, it will not be asked like that.
So, what are the qualities of a good tester?
No, it will not be asked directly like that. I'm telling you, attending interview as a tester only, right?
I
In
think they
manager,
will be giving as a situation based.
Could you
no, they
tell
will.
your skills, like
Yeah,
strengths
they
or
will
skill?
tell how can you define yourself as a great tester. Okay,
Okay.
or if manager may ask you, why should I hire you as a tester in my project? What difference you will show as a tester in my project? Like that they may ask. Then you need to apply these skills on you. With my great analytical skills, I will analyze the requirement thoroughly, and I will definitely cover all the cases as part of testing, and it helps in improving the quality of the product. And also with my good communication skills, I maintain the good relationship with the customer, and I try to bring good value to the organization. Like that you will be applying all these things and explain what adds value to the project or organization if they hire you. Okay, clear? Any questions? Okay, fine. So tomorrow we will be discussing principles of testing, and also we will start types of testings tomorrow. So please join tomorrow at the same time, all of you. Okay, we will have little bit more time tomorrow. Okay, half an hour extra we will take. It will be till 9:15 we will take. Please plan your day accordingly. Is that okay for everyone?
Sir.
Okay, we are okay with that.
Hello,
Yes, Deepak.
sir. Hello,
Fayaz, tell me.
hello. Sir, yesterday's class,
Recording, huh?
yesterday's class recording session is there, sir.
Yeah, it will be there. Today's also is there. It will be
Yesterday
sent by
and today.
your mail IDs. I don't have your mail IDs, so I'm yet to receive your mail IDs from institute. Once I get confirmed list from the institute, only those people will receive the recordings and class notes.
Yes, sir. Uh, can I send my email ID?
Wait. I'll take it from institute. Okay, I will take it from institute. No problem. No need to send here. I will speak
Okay,
to
okay.
institute now, and they will send me confirmed students list, and then I will send only to those people who have confirmed. Okay, so please
Uh,
do confirm with the institute. So
yesterday's class and today's class only, sir.
yes.
Hello,
Both.
sir.
Yes, Ramesh.
Hello. Sir, in